All right, Hawaii's slowest rising new comedy star is Freddie Shaka. He has performed with Jim Bailey, Arthur Lyman, the Dingaling Sisters, Connie and Professor Fun. Tonight we are happy to have him with us. He has agreed to repeat his famous speech to the graduating class of Rabbit Island High School. Let's have a nice welcome, please, for Hawaii's own Freddie Shaka.
Thanks, you folks. Oh, so proud to be here. We're going to have some good fun tonight. We're going to tell a few stories and have some good fun for all you folks, because I know you had plenty to drink tonight. Now, you folks remember when you were small little children, how you went and study all about the Mother Goose rhymes, and you went and learn all those Mother Goose rhymes? Well, the trouble is those things comes from English or someplace like that. Now, I figure we should have, in Hawaii, should get our own of those kind of stories for our little children. So that's why Freddie Shaka, that's me, I went write all those Mara Goose rhymes in Pidgin English, and I call them Mara Pidgin rhymes. Now, you heard the one before about Humpty Dumpty? Well, the one I write go like this. Humpty Dumpty on top one wall. Humpty Dumpty made one big fall, and his shell come all crack up and peel out the yolk. And poor Humpty Dumpty, he really still broke. Glad you like that one. And you know that one about Mary and the lamb? The kind I write go like this. Mary get one little lamb. With howly fuzz he came. And every time she went someplace, the lamb, he go same. And how about that little bugger Jack Horner? Remember him? Little Jack Horner stay on top one corner, eating some poi and kimchi. He put in his hand for to pull out the sand. He said, "This is yummy." And how about the one about Simple Simon? You haven't heard that one before. Well, this one get two verses. Right. Two verses. Simple Simon met one pie man on top the LOY. And Simple Simon say to him, "Ebra, let's try." And the pie man say to Simple Simon, "First you give the money." And Simple Simon say to him, "Not funny." And you know they also get this one, goes peas porridge, hot peas porridge, cold like that. You know, I will look all over the place in Hawaii, we get no more peas porridge. I don't even know what is peas porridge. But I know we no more in Honolulu. But I know we get plenty of poi. So I went rewrite that one, come about poi. Goes like this. Poi on top your mustache, poi on top your tongue, poi on top your calabash 2 days young. Some like it fresh, and some like it sour, and some like put them inside a pot for fertilize the flower. Too good, yeah? Oh, I come so proud. You know, I was telling that story the other day for a bunch of tourists down Waikiki side, you know. And when I say poi, this is one lady from Idaho or someplace. I said poi, and she went, "Yuck!" I said, "Ma'am, did you try poi before this?" She says, "Yes, I tried poi." I said, "Well, how do it taste like?" She said, "It tastes like wallpaper paste." I said, "Well, ma'am, us folks in Hawaii sure is different from you folks in the mainland. We don't eat wallpaper paste." On the mainland, they eat wallpaper paste. How else would they know how it tastes like? Right? And her husband, he was right there too. I said, sir, did you taste poi? He says, yeah, I taste poi. It sure tastes funny. I said, where did you have poi? He says, last night in the lure. I said, well, that's why it tastes funny. You're not supposed to eat poi in the lure. These crazy mainland folks. Anyway, you heard that Mara Bruce rhyme about Little Miss... What's your language? Little Miss Muffet? Okay, the Mara Pidgey one I write go like this. Little Miss Muffet stay on top one toffet, eating some funny cow. One spider came by, and she started to cry and left before she was caught. And then there's that one about Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep lost all the sheep. She never know where they stop. No worry none. By and by they come with their tail stuck on. And then you had heard that out about Little Boy Blue, eh? Little Boy Blue, come blow the conch shell. The sheep stay on top the taro, and the cow stay on top the well. Where the bugger stay? The one look like Cupid. Oh, he stay sleep the beach. You know, stupid. And you know that one about the Georgie Porgy? Georgie Porgy, how Pia and Poi kiss the tourists aloha oi. By and by, other guys like try some, cause the kinds they look like plenty good fun. Not so funny, that one. Oh, you know, the one I like is the one about cock robin. You heard that one, cock robin? Go like this. Hey, who make cock robin? The minor bird said, me, with my slingshot and one pea, I went make him. And the other guy said, yeah, I go and broke your mouth. And everybody liked that one about old Mara Hubbard. Well, like this. Old Mara Hubbard opened the cupboard to get her dog something for eat. She looked for her stuff, but get no more enough. So he ate her parakeet. And you know that other one about Jack who went jump over the candlestick? Jack, stay nimble. What you laughing about? I haven't told him yet. Wait till I tell him. Then you know that. Go like this. Jack, stay nimble. Jack, stay fast. Otherwise, you're going to burn your opoli. That's what I wrote. And the Hawaiians, they like this one. This little pig went to market. This little pig stayed home. This little pig went to luau. He tastes ono. Now the last one of the Mara Pidgin rhymes, what I write, it's not one rhyme. This is called one tongue twist up. When you say in your tongue, come on, twist up inside your mouth. Now this is the story of Peter Piper. Now in the Mara Pidgin version, where I write, Peter Piper is one cowboy down on the big island. And you folks all knows that the Hawaiian word for cowboy is paniolo. Well, Peter Piper, all the time he go around, he pick papaya. He don't pick ordinary kind. He picked the rotten ones, you know, what we call pilau. He put them inside one package. Now everybody figured, this baga, he must be kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Pupuli, how we call it. So, you listen to this very close, because by and by I'm going to ask you for repeat this story like this. Here's how this goes. Peter Piper, the pupuli paniolo, pick one package pilau papaya. One package pilau papaya, Peter Piper, pupuli paniolo. If Peter Piper, the pupuli paniolo, pick one package pilau papaya, but it stinks. Pretty good, eh? The time has come already for to stop Hawaiian Pidgin English from desegregating. Freddie Shaka, pay attention. You never heard that hyperbolic word before. Anyhow, Freddie Shaka, that's me, and some other folks already decide the time has come for try safe Pidgin English. Nowadays, get folks who try for safe Hawaiian music, other folks try for safe Hawaiian sea turtle, other folks try safe Hawaiian ballets, diamond head, and other Hawaiian scenery. So at this time, at the present, I like ask all you local folks in Hawaii for try help save Pidgin English. Now please cooperate with us. Now we was going to call this the Society for the Preservation of Pidgin English. But I think one better we have one better next. Now first of all, this is Pidgin English. Pidgin English is one language, so we should have the word language on top of that. Now we're going to make this one association, so we should have word association. And since all us folks going to be united for this effort, we should have the word united. So I decide we should call this the Pidgin English Language Association United. You can see, right? Yeah. That's going to be the name of our organization. P-I-L-A-U. Anyway, since we're trying to be formal and act like class, we give one formal written statement of our stated written purpose. Go like this. Wherefore, and whereas, and wherever, we say like this for to stop the howlification of the way how island folks talk. Right. We figure nobody else going save this Hapa Howley language from lose its Hapa part. Plenty folks like try for bury Pidgin English in one veil of tears. They never realize the hysterical importance of Pidgin English. Pidgin should stay in the language where it belongs. Pidgin should stay in the language where it belongs. We know like when the schools all the time try pigeon dropping. So when Pidgin English starts its downfall, we're going to push it. Well, that's our constitutional exclamational purpose. Bye-bye, we're going to have one election meeting for elect officers. Now, we're just going to keep our organization small. We only need one president, vice president, and secretary. Now, the secretary is going to write the seconds of the meeting. See? Yeah, she don't need write minutes because we're only going to have short meetings. Okay. Well, anyway, I hope everybody here today will please go to join PILAU. You just see me about this. And remember, maybe someday the dove of peace going to learn how to talk Pidgin. You know, it's very difficult for me to come down here today because the other day I went to get sick. I was sick. Oh, fuck. Now I never went go for doctor before this, but I come so sick. I figure I'd rather go to the bestest place wherever can be. And my friend says, no, go just ordinary doctor, you know, and don't try to go acupuncture. How about just going to needle you? He said, if you like come well, you should go to one big medical clinic. There they get all kinds of specialists. You get sore foot, they get foot specialists. You get sore head, they get head specialists. You get sore arm, they get arm specialists. You get sore skin, they get skin specialists. Everything like that. So I figure, whatever come humbug with me, they're going to fix it up. So I go down, make a appointment, go in there. Oh, I'm sick. I check in. You know the first thing they tell me? Oh, you have to go to health appraisal. I said, I don't like estimate. You just fix me up. I go and pay the bill, you know. You don't get the estimate. So I go over there, and this dumb Wahine, I don't know what she was. She wasn't a dumb Portuguese. I think she was Japanese or something. Her name was Toshiba Yamaha. Japanese, I think. Oh, such one dumb reception as I now was. So she wouldn't give me one paper. She said, you have to fill this out. I said, I come here, I sick. I let you folks fix me up. She said, well, first you must fill out the medical history stuff. So I went and looked at this thing, and I write down a few things, but I tell you, I come so sick, I wouldn't give them back to her. I said, look, I come here for get well, not for write story, you know? And she said, well, Mr. Shaka, a few things you didn't fill out. I said, okay, tell me. Ask me one question, what you like to know. She said, over here, where it says birthday, you have December 28th. I said, yeah, that's my birthday. She says, but what year? I said, it's the same every year. Damn Japanese. She said, Mr. Shaka, you forget to fill this out. I said, what you like to know? She said, well, who should we notify in case of accident? I said, if I'm in one accident, notify my doctor. Pass around. She said, Mr. Shaka, over here. She said, don't you know your IQ? I said, of course I know my IQ. 2020. Damn Wahini, I'm sick, and she asking all these stupid questions. She said, Mr. Shaka, has there ever been any case of hereditary illness in your family? I said, in my whole family, there's never been one case of hereditary. Damn Wahini. Then she said, Mr. Shaka, what is your church preference? I said, I stay sick and you asking me my church preference? She says, yes, what is your church preference? I said, okay, I tell you, I like the kind that's made of brick and have a big steeple on the top. Down one in it. And she said, Mr. Shaka, what is the length of residence at present address? I said, it's about 75 feet, not counting the garage. Stupid Wahini, I'm getting more sick all the time. Then finally she said, Mr. Shaka, I only get one more question. I said, yeah, tell me the question. She says, over here where it says age of mother, if still living, age of father, if still living, you have 118 and 121. Are they really that old? I say, look, the question asks age of mother, if still living, age of father, if still living. If they were still living, that's how old they would be. Right?